I've been living in paradise, and no more waiting on you tonight. And my dreams will never ever die. Can you feel that spark in our bones ignite?
Howdy. How you guys all doing? Everybody's here. How you guys all doing tonight? Hopefully pretty good. 8-bit derp. I'm doing pretty well. So today we're gonna build something pretty simple. This is actually a customer build, and hey, what are you up to? Nice to see you, TSC. So actually I was gonna build something completely different today. I was gonna build J01, which is mine, and I will show it off because it's that awesome. You gotta run check the Rukia thread. Oh no. Uh-oh. What happened? Crazy. Okay. I will check the Rukia thread, or maybe TSC will check the Rukia GB thread for me. That would be super awesome. Please. Sorry, relying on the mods. Anyway, I do want to show this. Oh, the Discord. Okay. Well, I will go check it out. I like Holy Pandas okay. I actually do. I mean, I like Zelio V2s better. I think they're better switches, but Holy Pandas make a more unique sound. So I was gonna build this tonight, but there's an issue with the ANSI PCBs. No, have a good one, Jax. Take it easy. Anyway. Yeah, I was gonna build this beauty. This controller. Thanks for following, man. But unfortunately, while this plate is good, the PCB that's ANSI has the PCB is actually messed up for ANSI support. Not for ISO support. So anybody who got it in ISO, funny thing, I tried to get it in ISO and ANSI, and I was able to get a PCB for both. So like a fixed ISO one and an ANSI one that apparently also supports ISO and doesn't support ANSI. Irony. Anyway, but I wasn't able to get 2 plates in the GB. I was gonna have to have another one made for ISO, so I don't get to build this right now, unfortunately. But that's okay. Jay and Martin are making it all good. So I'm looking forward to that. So sad. Came right after last week's stream too. I was like, yes, I'm gonna build this, and then stopped paying attention to everything to see that there were problems. Anyway, that will be up soon. This is mine, and I'm excited for it when it's finally able to be built. You never owned Pandas, only tried DJ Suede's at a meetup. Hey, Martakia, how's it going? Pandas are good, but they bottom out, I think, at like 3.6 millimeters. And I'm going to take them apart because these are going to get lubed, and I'll show you kind of what makes that happen. So without too much further on that, I'll actually just get to showing you guys because I do need to pull these apart. So I don't know about you guys, how you do your lubing, but I separated all my stuff into like solo cups, right? We got 4 parts. We're gonna be separating them out. You've been enjoying them since putting them in your KBD 75. So this is a KBD 75 right here, and it has Otemu Skies. And honestly, I feel like they're too loud. Like, I feel like louder would be too loud for me, almost. But that's kind of just what I'm feeling right now, because I also like clickies, so I guess irrelevant, right? So there's only 20 of these. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh yeah, I guess I'm used to having a couple extra buttons up there. Whatever. So we will pull all these apart, and I'll totally show you guys, for those of you who don't know, why Pandas bottom out kind of shorter and make a really harsh sound. It's going to be real easy to explain when I show you guys how they're built. So the top and bottom housing are built roughly like you would expect. Yeah, let me save this stem and I'll show you guys. Show you guys exactly what's going on here. Okay. I grabbed this one with these locking tweezers. I'll show you guys what's up. So if you look at the bottom of that stem, there's like a little round extension that goes out the bottom, and that extension is taller than the hole in the bottom housing is deep. So it actually bottoms out against the bottom of the housing, and it makes a loud clack, which many people think is desirable. I think it's desirable sometimes. However, I think sometimes it's not. I don't know why I pulled that one apart all weird like that. So the hole in the center right there. It like bottoms out directly in there and makes a loud sound, right? Actually, let me show you. Hey. Now you can hear me. Nice. So yeah. So as it goes in, right? Like it actually smacks the bottom of that housing. I guess that's not a very good illustration. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna pull these apart. So Jack said to check the Rukia Discord. Okay, Mint Autumn Rukia. Oh my lord. So I'm curious as to what he. Oof. So pretty. It looks like he posted that pretty recently too. Okay. Sweet. I don't know if you guys have links, so maybe I can copy link. I will post these in my own Twitch. So you guys can see. And he says something. I am pretty pro vendors who are doing buys sending news in here, so too bad he's not here to do this for me, for himself, but I'll do it because I'm in on this board and I'm excited for it. And then he says something about should be done this week and it'll ship together. Wait. What should be done together? Whatever. If it's shipping that soon, I'm going to be really, really extraordinarily happy. Oh, okay. The brass plates are not done. I don't remember if I got a brass plate and another option, but if I did, I would ship them separate. Because I want the board. I don't know if any of you guys are in on it otherwise. Yeah, man. I'm super stoked about that one. That one's going to be cool. Because I don't have an Alice. I built a couple of them. On my stream way in the beginning. It's been a long time even since I built one. And I like them. They're great boards. And honestly, I started using keybr.com to get a little bit better at typing because I've been just slacking on improving my typing for a long time, and I haven't been typing much otherwise. So I started using KeyBR, which is more adaptive and doesn't give you necessarily all real words. So your typing speed is just going to be lower because you don't have the muscle memory for all the words that you usually type in your hands. But plus it's like an endless thing. You just keep going. So you're not going to maintain like high speed with it forever unless you're a monster. I don't know, not me. Anyway, I've been focusing on that, and I'm realizing that B is one of my weaker switches. So I need to get better at it. Apparently, Frisco Melt, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you got in on PC HBCP. Yeah. So did you get? Which one did you get on? Did you get on Atomic Purple, or did you get on Clear? And are you doing weighted bottom or unweighted bottom, or both? So curious. So many good options. Atomic Purple. Me too. I'm in on Atomic Purple. So I will have 2 HBCPs. I bet not very many people can say that. It's probably just like me and Tiny. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. That's okay too. If there is more than just the 2 of us, I can't imagine there's many. You did both. Yeah, I was gonna do both, but it was like just a little bit more, and man, I'm spending a lot on boards and stuff, so I ended up doing weighted only. And frankly, I don't think I'm gonna regret that. I'm not, I don't know. I want it to be heavy. I want it to be heavy. Good thing there's only like 20 of these because I'm going super slow. Gigapast, hey, another person who's lubing switches. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I actually try not to lube switches on stream. So my I try not to, but the last couple streams I've been doing it. But this build was gonna be a J01, and there's an issue with the components that I have, so I had to like today nix that idea and go with something different. And so I'm doing a customer build that I had lined up. Actually, this customer, I have like 3 of his boards. They are Holy Pandas. They are Holy Pandas. Well, I know it's all good, but I do in fact try. I do in fact try not to do a bunch of lubing on my stream. Like, it's only so entertaining, right? I mean, you can only watch lubing so many times or do it so many times before you're just like, this is not fun. Okay, so we set these parts aside because we're not going to do anything to those because we only tub lube on this channel because ain't nobody got time for paintbrush lubing. And frankly, I've never seen a consistent difference that works out to your benefit. In fact, the only difference I can consistently see in people's boards that I handle where it's all hand lubed, unless they took a lot of time to get it exactly right, is that they're inconsistent. Like, you don't get the same amount of lube on everywhere. Have I ever thought about making trash pandas? Let me show you why I have thought about making trash pandas. These are the amount of Holy Pandas that I need to lube for me. I think it's like 280 or 300 or something like that. So I have all the other parts that go to this in another bag. So I have absolutely thought of making trash pandas. Like, I will eventually make a bunch of trash pandas. Thanks, Tinfoil and Gigapast. Yes, you're right. Yeah. That's why I'm just like, I'm not gonna let those go to waste. Eventually, one day, I will make the trash pandas. Those are mine personally. Those aren't things that I lube for other people. Like, you can see I did the work of taking them all apart. Right? So here, let's do this real quick, right? So here, right? Springs are gonna go in here. Boop, boop. Yep, springs are gonna go in here. Stems are gonna go in there. Okay. Now, how are we gonna lube these? That's gotta be your guys' questions, right? Oh, TSC. So you have a question for the chat. Would people be interested in a series of short videos, how-tos for basic keyboard things like lubing, switches, and soldering? So yeah. So now what are we gonna do with these, right? This is a perfect quantity for us to kind of do this too and work on today. I think people would be interested. But I don't think that some of the members of this crowd might be that interested in. Okay. This is 205 grade. Oh no! Don't get in there. This is 205 grade 0. Right? I think this customer might have even sent a bunch of lube, which is something I don't expect my customers to do. They did. One of my customers did send lube recently, and I always cover in my build quotes and stuff that if you want 3204 or you want 205 grade 0, my prices include the lube. So I am going to use 3204, which is basically 204 grade 0, pretty close, on the stems, and we're going to do the springs with 205 grade 0 because I think it's honestly just better. It's a little bit more dense, a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker, stays on there, and frankly that's what you want it to do on the springs. You want it to dampen any vibration in the spring itself. Yeah. Do I do the whole spring or the tips? Okay, so if you do the tips of the springs, a lot of people who do the tips, what they do is they are using an oil, but we're gonna use a grease. We are gonna use a grease. Right, so we're gonna use this. And we're gonna do this 3204 first because it's more critical in here, and I don't want to get 205 grade 0, particularly on the stems. Although a little bit, frankly, as much as people bitch about it, it wouldn't hurt it. So we're gonna go real light in here because there's only 20 stems. So that's probably enough, frankly. Yeah, I'm gonna mute this in a sec. So give me 1 sec because Muty Muterson. And think about that question. I'm curious about that. Some people do the whole thing with bag living. I mean, I'm tub living. Similar concept. So tell me your lube technique. If you just use, I'm guessing you're using an oil to do the springs, right? And oils are good, they work. I just think greases are more long-term stable. They stay exactly where the grease stays exactly where you put it for a real long time, especially more viscous ones like 205 grade 0. What up, Jake Reps? How you doing? How are you doing? Yeah. So Martakia, you're right, and that would be an effective way to do it. Except that's even more time consuming, I think, than just shaking it around a little bit. Maybe it's not more time consuming, but it's definitely more effort. Nah, I guess you could argue either way. But some springs are tighter. I think with these it'd be fine, but some springs are tighter around the stem cylinder column thing on the bottom of the switch, right? And on the bottom of the bottom housing. And you actually get some of that friction sound on the side of the spring going down the shaft of that cylinder. And so I will say that Helios have in the past been guilty of doing that thing a lot more than other switches, I think. And so I think I'm a fan of getting it all over the entire spring. That's funny. It's my goldfishes. I love fishes because they're so delicious. Yes, and it's gonna be hard. I need to get a microscope. It's gonna be one of my camera purchases in the upcoming timeline, but if you can see, I don't know, there isn't really, this lens really isn't quite good enough for that, but if you look, there's a coating all over the entire surface of those stems, right? There's a tiny little piece of dust in there. That's gonna be irritating to me. You can see it right on the cruciform of that stem. Anyway, that's not gonna affect anything. Does that not gunk up your caps? So, here's what I have to say to that. It does nothing at all to your caps. However, you can also wipe it off. You can absolutely wipe it off of the stem before your caps even go down. So for mine, I don't, mostly, because it just isn't that big of a deal. I have, like for HBCP, because I wanted to go show it off in case anybody pulled a keycap off. I wanted it to look good. I did, in fact, do that. For most of my builds, I won't wipe it off. Like, the friction fit of a GMK cap isn't affected by it at all. It totally works. So, I'm just not that anal about that thing. It just doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. Okay, so we're gonna call those pretty done. I'll give them a couple good shakes right before we're done. For this, these aren't a lot of stems, so again, we're gonna go pretty light. But stems are way more forgiving. And like I said, there's just not really a way for them to, unless you got like massive amounts on there, to like actually cause problems for anyone. So literally, I'm just gonna shake up all these, and it's way more useful if you have like, you know, 100 stems in here or whatever. But what are you gonna do? You can use a little like makeup applicator thing if you want, but I literally just take like a paper towel and wrap it around the cruciform and pull up, and it wipes off the vast majority of it. Now, you're never really gonna get 100% of you're never gonna get 100% of Krytox off. The stuff is made to leave a residue of Teflon on basically everything it touches. So yeah, I don't know. You're kind of screwed on that, but it'll be so little that you won't notice, even looking at it or touching it. All right, need the mic. All right, let's take a look at it. Does it look pretty reasonable? Honestly, that doesn't look like enough to me. I mean, it is enough, probably, but it definitely isn't anywhere in the realm of too much at all. Like, it's not so much that I can notice a visible coating on it. See if I can get it to focus. There you go. You can't see a noticeable visible coating on the spring itself. And too much is sometime clearly after you can see a mild visible coating on the whole stem. Like when you start to notice like a visible thin coating on each of the springs, when you just start to notice it, it's like present everywhere, but it's not thick, it's just there. You're not too much still, even with 205 grade 0. So frankly, not worried. Like we're gonna basically double what we put on there before. and it's gonna be fine. I am typically a big fan of slightly heavier lube in the first place though, which is not true of everyone. But even people who don't go for it themselves have tried some of my builds and are like, wow, that's extraordinarily good. And unless a customer tells me that they're looking for particularly light lube job or whatever, I mean, I'm going to do it the way that I like to do it. That works well for me. That gets me good results. And if they say they want somewhere in between, well, then that's totally doable too. Totally doable. Yeah. I do have those little makeup applicators, and we're going to use some later for the stabs on this thing. But yeah, I'm not too worried. And I will show you at the end how I remove the residue from the stems, just so you guys are aware of how it's done. Like I said, I don't know. I don't actually recommend you guys do it. Honestly, it's effort that you don't need to expend. It does absolutely nothing. They're covered up when the keycaps are on them, so like gunk that gets onto your keyboard plate or whatever doesn't really affect it. And then pulling them up and putting them back down, unless you already had really loose stems, which nothing GMK is, like, it's unnoticeable. I don't know, people pay too much attention to that kind of stuff. Something that they never see or encounter or deal with. So this is way more effort doing these 20 than it would be if there was like 100. And the reason for that is the mass of the 100 will kind of push each other around inside of here. Whereas the 20 in here, you pretty much have to like sling them off the walls that they want to stick to otherwise. So you still can't even see like visible. You can start to see it in some areas. Well, if I throw that on there, you can absolutely see it. I didn't wipe that brush off. Okay, let me do this, wipe it off, and then I will shake this up one more little time to kind of spread stuff around, and then I'll show you guys. Yeah, so it does actually. That's the biggest problem, is that it wastes lube, both on the stems and on the springs. That is actually where you run into the waste. But then also, I mean, this is a 0.5 kilogram tub. I got a couple of these. I got them for a reason. I want the ease. It's actually harder, like I said, to just do these 20. Not more time consuming, but harder to shake them up. Takes more energy. You're really like shaking it. But I absolutely am just going for ease over the waste. Now, that being said, even if you're buying Crail's, you know, smaller quantities that he has available all the time, this I think is still worth it. I still think you're not really wasting. So let me pull one of these off the wall. And I'll show you. Now I just kind of scraped this on the edge, so you're gonna see a glob at the very tip on the inside, which is fine. But on the rest of that thing, you're not even barely, you are actually just barely starting to see a coating, which the camera doesn't pick up too well. But just barely, a very, very light coating. And so I know that these are in the good range, like where they're gonna be right. I'm gonna use this tiny one because we only got like 10 switches. Now we got 20. Oof, forearms worked. Plus, I mean, I don't work out much anymore like I used to. So, you know, I gotta do something, right? Joking, it's not a good workout. Although my forearm is a little pumped for a second. And I'm warm now. Oh man. So I'm real happy. Been playing games and stuff on my new rig. It's been working out super well. And EK started making a mono block for my motherboard now. Oof, man. I don't know if you guys are into the water cooling computer scene, but that's like a whole other realm where you can be functional, or you can also be like super just like top-notch looks and stuff, where you gain some functionality, but you know, basically keyboards. Basically just like our hobby. Swole, dude. How does a keyboard addict get swole? Well, lubing with a tub. It's all about that flex, right? We all flex one way or another. How are we doing it? Some people it's with keybs. Some people it's with their massive muscles. All right, now easy peasy from here on out. So anyway, with this quantity of switches, this might not have been faster, if I'm being honest. But if we were to go to, you know, 90 switches, I don't think there's any doubt. The other thing that I do to prevent more waste is I use the same container over and over again, unless it gets dirty or something. Like, there's Krytox all over the inside of this chamber, and so when I put more in to shake it around, now I you know, I don't have to worry about like a bunch more coating the inside of that before they coat all my stems. So about a year ago, I was working out 5 days a week, like lifting weights. I have a big weight setup in my garage. So I was working out every weekday, and there is no keyboard heavy enough to do curls with in like in a rep range that would be working toward progressive overload at least. So let's say no more than 6 reps per set. There are no keyboards that I know of that are heavy enough, with the exception of like entire laptops, OG laptops, that would do it. That would be a good workout. Unless you're very small, or you know, or just a slight person, your muscles are just not that big, or you're new or whatever. Yeah. I think when I stopped, I was doing curls for probably 55, and I was working in the like 10 rep range, or maybe 12. But I mean, my arms are much smaller now. A year of not doing that thing will do that to you. On your Roselios, you've been doing just the tips of the springs. Should I disassemble the already done ones to get the entire spring? I'm using 205 grade 0, going for the quietest possible switch. Here's my recommendation to you. 1, if you're in the middle of your batch, probably don't start doing a different method. There is a way to recover it and do it this way if you feel like you need to, but before you do that, probably put them together like put a couple of them together and listen. Do you hear spring crunch? Like if you hear spring, like the spring grating against anything, if you're really hearing the spring, then maybe you should think about it. If you're not, then just do what you're doing. And honestly, it's not going to be your only build. If you end up unhappy with it, you can always go back and do it over again. I think the bigger importance to lubing than anything else is being consistent across your switches so that you have a consistent sound and feel across your entire board. Roselios are already going to be incredibly quiet switches, so I think you're probably fine. Plus 205 grid. So this is always the risk of using tweezers like this, is if anything gets on this stem, it'll like wipe it off. I want to make sure nothing's on there. There's like one tiny little hair. Do. That's the worst, right? You don't want to do that. Hey, Trappy Boy, what's up? No string, they scratchy. Roselios sound scratchy? I feel like something's up there that's not normal. Thanks for saying hey, Trappy Boy. How are you doing today? Okay, I got the one tiny little hair that got on there off, which is the important part. Gotta make it right. Trappy Boy, thanks for following, man. I appreciate it. Probably, you just don't know what you're listening for. So, if this is your first one, if this is where you're starting out, and you're already doing 205 grade 0 on your springs, and you're focused on how you're going to get your springs to sound good, and you're just doing the tips of them or whatever, honestly, I think you're off to a good start. Like, I've seen you in here a bunch of times, Tinfoil, so don't question yourself too much. Really don't. Trappy Boy, I stream every week at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Although, so next week I will be streaming just as usual, but on the 2nd I'll be on Mechs on Deck. Be hanging out with those guys, drinking some beer, chilling, having a chat about keyboards. Yeah, I wouldn't second guess yourself, Tinfoil. I think you're doing it right. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that too. Oof. That is going to be fun times hanging out with those guys. I really like them. They're cool dudes. And I'm super stoked because they're going to be out in California for the NorCal meetup, which is like exciting. Super exciting. Still waiting on news from Centrac. Shake your head. Parts are in limbo. So you know what? I had a customer where we ordered something from Centrac and they didn't deliver. And I was like, hey, are you guys shipping this thing? And they're like, oh, this color's back ordered or whatever. I was like, okay, so how long do we need to wait? I don't know. It was kind of a hassle. I never ordered anything from them after, so I don't want to chalk a one-time fluky thing up to bad service or whatever for anyone. Plus, I mean, shit happens. As long as people make it right. In the end, these guys did a refund. So no harm, no foul, but it does make me wonder. September 7th? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Sounds like you gave him a shot. So here's what we can do to wipe them off, right? We'll actually do them individually so that there's no confusion about this, right? So all these switches actuate, they feel good. They sound pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. All right, we're literally gonna lift the whole stem out even like that by it. We're just gonna wipe it on the stem itself. Right? And you can kind of go around the stem to get it off of the top of the stem itself. And so that's how you like really wipe it off in this case. No case or plate in sight. And so now, if I look at this one versus one of the ones that we haven't done, that's built though. Right? Let's boom. So you can see lube on the edges of this one or whatever. Still not gonna hurt anything, but on this one, pretty good. You can see just a tiny little bit inside the cruciform area against the bottom. Otherwise, it's pretty clean. You can see a little bit on the edge, and you can wipe that off a little bit more even, like literally like this. If you want to get all anal about it. But again, I just don't do that thing for mine. Like, I don't care. It bears no importance. If a customer requested it or something, I would. I do. All my customers do know that we're gonna tub lube when I lube for them. And I won't even hand lube my own stuff. Like, if I'm going crazy, maybe hand lube Alps, because there's no way to really do this well with Alps. Anyway, I am gonna kind of give these ones like a cursory this thing. And that's it. Sorry, man. Sorry, Bobby McBobby. I don't have a good build thing going on yet. I've been meaning to get around to setting up a bot well to do it, but it's a lot of time. So what we're doing here is we're doing a percent. Can you read that? Oh. This percent macro pad, the booster, the percent booster, and we're using lubed Holy Pandas, and we're even lubing them. Yeah, man, hang out. That's what this is all about. I'm happy when people come in, hang out. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time on these because, like I said, it's frankly not that important. And we're getting the 90% of whatever's on this stem off, just doing that. But I do understand why people want to lube switches, because, well, it feels and sounds awesome. So, drop Holy Pandas. They are drop Holy Pandas, I think. I mean, they say Innoveer on them, so they're probably drop Holy Pandas. They're not Jesus switches. The B-Sun Jesus. But I don't know why I just dropped that in there. I think I dropped one too many in. Yeah, mine are all B-Sun Jesus switches, all those ones that you saw over there. Are they all? I think they are all, actually. All the ones that I showed that are mine are B-Sun Jesus switches. And when that first GB ran, like, oh my god, I'm gonna remake Holy Pandas, I just jumped in on a shit ton of them. I really don't remember exactly how many, but it's got to be like I have it written down somewhere. It's like 270 or something. 280, 300, somewhere in that neighborhood. I don't know why 280 actually sounds like the right number, but... Oh, I actually don't think 280 is the right number for that. I think it's 300. 280 is for the NOS White Alps that I bought in that Korean group buy. Which I am excited about those. I don't know when I'm going to use them, but I am excited for them. And so this is actually the problem you usually run into when you have like hundreds of these, is springs sticking together in the tub. So you kind of got to detangle. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I need to finish lubing up all my holy pandas. Then I guess I should probably do some trash pandas. Because F it, why not, right? Have all those parts. You going 8,008 on inks, Jake Reps. Wait. Crap ton is it is a very scientific measurement. You going 8,008 on inks. I actually don't know what I'm going to put my 8,008 set on when it comes. I haven't planned that far ahead, and I have way more keycap sets than I do boards. Because, I don't know, people keep posting cool keycap sets, and I keep getting in on them. Apparently more than even most people think are cool, because, like, I have GMK Eclipse sitting over there, and I was like, maybe I'll throw that on J01. And, I don't know. I think most people didn't like Eclipse when it came, or when the GB launched. But I'm excited for it. I want to put it on something. It'll take some sets off me. Especially that camping and that Shoko, right? Am I right? What else do I have that's like sought after? Shoko, Shoko, camping. I mean, black on white's hot. It's not expensive. Or white on black, rather. Oh, minimal. Modern Dolch. I have those. I guess those are kind of... I don't know if minimal is sought after yet, but Modern Dolch certainly is. And I've barely even touched Modern Dolch. My Shoko is starting to get shine because I've been playing games. And it's on HBCP, and I use it literally all the time. Because, well, it's amazing. Beat you to that one. Uh-oh, what is that? What is that, Jake? What is this that you put on? Wait, 8,008 inks? Are you I didn't even know this launched. I mean, I guess it launched today. I kind of can't believe this thing is happening, but like, is Dixie trolling us? All right. I have no GAT inks of my own. I guess I have to. Dang it. Damn you, Dixie. Yet again. I swear Dixie's plan is to get like $200 to $400 from me every month from here on out. I think that's his plan. I think that's just his plan. Like, he's like, I'm gonna do 9009, and I'm like, shit, I want every fucking subset. I want every kit. Because 9009 is amazing. I think I have dissuaded myself from the kits that I definitely just won't use really ever, which I think is Obscure and the Nord kit. But every other kit, it's going halfway. He'll buy the other half to meet MOQ. Yeah, so Switches I think have like a pretty high total quantity MOQ, but at a very low price. So it's totally reasonable and doable. Yeah, me too. Every set. Every set since Mizu. And what did he do before Mizu? I can't remember, but I may have jumped in on something before then. I'm trying to remember what he ran. I think freaking Upas is trying to do that with Canon keys too. Like, I'm definitely gonna jump in on 9009, and First Love is like, I'm like 85% sure First Love will go on this month for me too. I don't know though, like I really want Black Lotus for sentimental reasons. Not because I'm into Magic, but because I had that card without being into Magic. And I know that wasn't his initial intent. Wasn't theming that set after the card. I mean, the post says that TKC's picking it up, so like at some point, but it was supposed to be, I think, this month, and it isn't because of other shit. Like, I think Night Runner, they wanted to run it a little long or something. I don't know. I don't know. But when it goes, I'm eating it. Yeah. Dude, you just saw Savage 65 on Mintrely's stream? Want hard. Nice. Yeah, get 65. So 2019 is the year of 1800s and 65s, apparently. Just is. I think I'm holding out for Chimera as much as I want. Like, I can only jump in on so many boards, and I've jumped in on, I don't know, like a lot this year. Like a lot of stuff. JL1, Kepler, HBCP Proto, HBCP Group Buy. I'm jumping in on Chewy's board. Shoot, what else did I jump in on this year? Trying to think. I don't know. A lot. Something else, at least. Hey, Mex on Deck, what's up? Mex on Deck, you hosted me again, dude. Thank you guys so much, so much. You guys rock. We're building a little 10 keypad, so stick around, guys. Yet again, lubing some switches. However, these are literally the last two, and then we'll be on to building the percent booster. So it'll be pretty quick. Lube up what, three stabilizers, blah, blah, blah. 3 stabs. It's like I can't talk for a second. And then we're there. Go on there. There we go. All right. All right. Here, I'll just put this out here so you guys can see it. Frothy KK, what's up, man? Tinfoil, you said you want 1800 so bad, but you're 17, can't exactly afford it. Hey, man, you know, get the ones that are important to you. Just go for the ones that are the most appealing to you. Honestly, so I'm 35 and I have a full-time job and I can afford a lot of keyboards, I guess, compared to some people in the hobby, but I can't afford all the ones I want. That's just the truth. Like, and it's a beautiful thing actually that we're there, that there's so many GBs and so many things running that I can't afford to just literally buy all of them. Right? It actually is good for the community that that's the case. Otherwise it'd be the same like 10 or 15 people buying literally everything in every group buy. It really would. Really. And that would be dumb. Like, I like the exclusivity of some stuff. I like some stuff being exclusive for reasons, but I also want a lot of it to just be accessible. It's good. Yeah, thanks guys again, seriously. Man, that's so awesome of you guys. You guys really are the best. I appreciate it so much, man. The support. I was actually just telling everybody how on the 2nd I'm planning on being on your guys's little corner of keyboard entertainment, man. And it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to drinking some beer and chatting about all the keyboard things. About all the keyboard things. So we will lube up some stabilizers real quick for this board. And then we'll get to a building. It looks like the booster pad, but I really don't like the front. Yeah, so I mean, this is a customer build. It's not my board, and it's not my favorite of 10 key pads, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of really loved 10 key pads. I don't have a TX one, which I wish I did. Yeah, tinfoil. Definitely submit pics, man. I want to see. I want to see what your hard to work pays off into. I'm actually kind of excited for the Mechs on Deck episode. Like, I'm already trying to figure out, like, what beer do I want to make sure that I have in my fridge on the day of that. And I'm fairly certain that it's going to be something barrel-aged and delicious. I just went camping, and I found a little place outside of Bishop, California, if any of you know where that is, which is near-ish where I was camping. A little tiny place. Ooh, GMK camping? I like GMK camping. I think my GMK camping is not on a board right now. We're not going to put it on this, though. Anyway. So, yeah, I was camping with friends, and when we were on our way there, near there, we spotted this place that had the beer cave, and they had all sorts of delicious barrel-aged goodness in there, and I spent way too much money on good beer, and not way too much, but a lot for not a lot of bottles, you know, because the bottles ranged from like $13 to $22 per bottle. Because barrel-aged beers are expensive. Now, they're big bottles, most of them, like a pint plus 8 ounces, whatever that is. Oh, camping in Japan. So that is not, the GB is not this month though, right? Isn't it next month? Wait, is the GB this month? Yeah, that sounds right, right? 16 is a pint, right? So 24. Camping in Japan. Oh, don't just type that. That would be a mistake. GMK camping in Japan. Is the actual GB running this month? I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, available October 1st. Yep, next month. Okay, that's what I thought. Whew. Whew. Guys, scared me. Yeah, I was like, no, not one more set this month. So here's my big problem with this set. I will tell you. I want there to be the original camping novelties available because they're freaking amazing, along with this set. And also, you can't, what is it? Oh, I want the original side sub-legends available. Like, there's some side sub-legends on the original camping that would be cool. Other than that, like, it's, I mean, if you just get the Latin set, it's fine. Unfortunately, the base kit comes with the Japanese, the Hiragana sub-legends or whatever, and I'm not interested in them at all. I just want the Latin ones. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of having Japanese sub-legends on everything, and I think Japanese sub-legends specifically are kind of overplayed a little bit. I don't know if that's, I don't know. It could be done tastefully, and it is being done tastefully, and that is actually tasteful. I love camping. I just want them to rerun camping. Like, I want it to actually be just round 2, same thing. Martakia, Hiragana has run so many times, so many sets this year. Yeah, it's too much for me. It's just overplayed for me. I don't want it, but it doesn't mean that it's not cool. I'm still probably gonna buy it if I'm being honest, like, because I love camping and my camping set has some wear on it, and because I use it and I'm planning on using it more, so I may, you know, jump in on some Latin alphas and stuff like that so that I have them. We'll lube these stabs up and then we'll be building. Yeah. I don't know. I'm frankly probably gonna jump in on it, even though it's maybe not perfect comparatively to the original. But what are you gonna do, right? It's hard to beat original artwork sometimes. In my mind, it's gonna be hard to beat camping in the same theme. Racing giraffe. There's Japanese everywhere. Do you mean like Japanese is in common usage all over the place as a language? Or do you mean like within keycap sets there's just a lot of Japanese influence, or there's literally just a lot of Japanese subs or even primary legends? Next month is insane for buys. Next month is insane for buys. Trying to remember what all. This month was gonna be pretty insane for buys for me. Like, I was gonna try and do First Love 9009 and GMK Rocket. And GMK Rocket, of course, is kaput, which is like a massive upset to me. Yeah, dude, you're telling me. I'm so bummed. I really am. I really want that set. Like, I really want that kind of a colorway because next 4th of July, and you know, I mean, if I were British or Australian, because flags have the same colors, or shoot, even French, right? I mean, there's other flags that use the same colors. Like, I would want that set. I mean, just, I would want it. for my next like patriotic holiday. Insert patriotic holiday for country with red, white, and blue colors here. Sorry, Canadians. I guess you have to get just a white and red colorway. Which, by the way, I want to say I was in Canada this year traveling during Canada Day. I live in California, so it may be different here than it is in plenty of other places. I feel like the Canadians show their patriotism, at least everywhere that I traveled through and saw, show their patriotism way more readily than Americans do on your national holiday. I know there are some of you in here. Hey, what's up? Mex, dude. Both Osiris and Chewy, I don't know which one of you is behind the Mex on Deck tag right now. I know it's usually Osiris that talks on that, I think, right? Anyway, whatever the case is, guys, I'm super looking forward to coming and visiting you guys soon. I was actually just talking about beers and what beverages will be on my desk potentially. Thank you guys again, seriously, so much. You have no idea how exciting it is. Every time I see you guys pop up and you're like, oh, these guys hosted you. Hell yeah. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. So, building a 10 key pad this week. What are you guys building this week? I was gonna build my J01, but it just can't happen right now. It'll have to happen soon though. Oh, why did I loot that first? That was terrible. Ooh, that's a little much. Oh no, it isn't actually. That's fine. This week, you're assembling a bunch of cardboard boxes for moving. Lol. Nice. Waiting on Volcano 660 to get delivered. I think you are not the only one, and I am excited for you. I hope it's awesome. Okay, guys, sorry, but I think I'm gonna skip this song. Just not feeling it. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Talisman Solutions. Hey man, thanks for the 11 bits. I do appreciate it. Scholar and a gentleman. Always with the ones. I am curious. Every time I see you tip, is there a special other than that it's just your thing? Now, is there a special reason for all the ones? Maybe it's faux pas to ask, but I'm so curious. Thank you for your support, no matter what amount or way you decide to show it. But I gotta know one day. It's gotta happen. Volcano is it's a mystery. That's okay. You know, I just wanted to give you the opportunity and satisfy my own curiosity if there was like an actual specific reason that you wanted to share. But I do get it, and thank you again, seriously. I hope to build somebody's Volcano 660 sometime. That would be freaking awesome. Talisman, thanks for following, man. One of the best ways to support. I appreciate that. That's so cool. Volcano looks cool. Hey, what's up, Chewy? So, fairly certain, like I was saying, something barrel age is gonna be on there. Brews and boards is good, man. Brews and boards is good. Both things that I'm excited about in the world. Good beer, good boards. I'm probably only gonna drink like one or two because most of the barrel aged beers that I have are like 11% or 10%, or I think probably the weakest one in my fridge is like 9. Yeah, boards, brews, and friends, just cool people in the community is awesome. So it looks like people are right around now are excited about Volcano 660. There's a bunch of people that I've talked to that are excited about KBD Mark II. I know I am. The few people that were in the GB for J01 are obviously excited about being able to build their J01. Like, what's the upcoming hype train, do you think? Satisfaction 75s are gonna be all delivered soon, right? I think still working on delivery of them, is that right? Upas is anybody in on one of those? That's something I regret not getting in on. Seeing it at Seattle was like, whoa, I made a mistake, boys. Should have found a way. Rukia, of course. Freaking Jax, man. That teaser, jump in and check this out on the Discord before you left. I'm like, I want. Jax, if you watch this VOD or you're back in here somehow, you know, you feel free to send me mine first or something if you want. Joking. I'm totally down. I want that board so bad. Flasian, hey, thanks for the 25 bits, man. I really appreciate that. That is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Man, what a good community we have. Cool people hosting. Cool people following and cheering. I don't know. It's the kind of thing that makes me happy. Streaming. Thanks for the 50 more bits, Flasian. Appreciate that. I don't know. We just have a great group. Koofy. Koofy. Thanks for following, man. I appreciate that a lot. Oh my, it's a bit war. GMK9s. Yes, GMK9s is about to come out. I read the Kono update, right? It looked like probably the end of the month they're saying it'll probably ship out. Hopefully Kono is doing all right with their estimates of when stuff will come out. I've had my gripes about their estimations of time in the past. Hopefully they're getting that down. But if they are, can't wait to get me that 9s. I really am excited for it. Okay, so we're gonna set this off to the side. I'm gonna set these guys off to the side. We'll pull out our fancy blue silicone soldering mat. Oh, by the way, anybody who was watching before and saw that my I left my my Hako FR301 on for a week. Ouch. It actually works fine. And I did replace one part in it. And I'm going to show you which part that is real quick. It's literally this rubber piece on the tip. Because this part touches the heating element, a little bit of the silicone right there scorched off. It still worked, but it also kind of seated loosely into there where this one's tight. So a $3.40 part is what I replaced as a result. Also the tip. I did replace the tip because my old tip got pretty scorched up as a result. Yeah, hey man, that is a good sales pitch. Like, oops, I accidentally left my piece of equipment that gets to 700 degrees Fahrenheit on for a week. Straight up. Yeah, oh, I mean, it's safe. It's in a, like, I'll show you guys. One day I'll just take images of, it's in this guy. So, I mean, it's pretty safe. But, you know, oh yeah, could have been way worse. I was just so, I don't know, I just messed up. I turned it on like after, whatever, doesn't matter. There's literally a checklist here now, and it gets checked every time. Because I'm not going to do that again. That would be dumb. That would be dumb. Has anyone ever ordered from KBD Fans? I ordered from KBD Fans like Sunday, I want to say, for a customer's build. And this came today. I like KBD Fans. They're good. Yeah, the 30-day shipping, if you have the option, don't do the 30-day shipping. If you can pay the extra $20 or whatever, pay. Because the packaging is slightly better and it's faster, obviously. I ordered this Sunday. This came from China today. What up, BBB? How you doing? So DZ60 and a tofu acrylic. It's funny, man. These things are popular. They fly off the shelves. Quality is high, man. That's good. Good parts. Yeah, I think 15 to 20 days is probably what you're looking at in the US. That's what I've seen in the past. I don't think I've ever seen the full 30, but it's not about the time. Actually, it's about the packing material. The one or two times I've ordered otherwise. Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of stuff I ordered from them. This time for a customer. Tofu acrylic, which highly recommended case if you want that crazy glow factor. Nice as usual. Anyway, I'll throw this stuff back where it goes, waiting in the customer queue. All of his parts have not arrived otherwise. So what do I have coming up? This is important, I should tell you guys what I have coming up. I have an E6.5 coming up next. Then I have a Duck Unicorn X Legend, which, by the way, is in my top 4 boards that I've ever had a final assembled board in front of me that I built. There's this, obviously. There's... what is in that? I'm trying to think to myself. I don't remember. Obviously, I have my J01 when its parts come in. I'm going to have my Kepler. I'm going to have someone else's Kepler. I'm going to have my KBD 8X Mark II whenever that comes in, and 2 other customers' KBD 8X Mark II parts, boards. We got boards. We got boards coming up. But that's okay. Some of those are on order, so if I have to increase my orders a little bit, or increase my build schedule a little bit. I've done that in the past and I'll do it again. You guys know how it is. 2 Keplers, what a workout, right? If I have them both at the same time, which I probably will, because Project Keyboards 159 is, I think, gonna ship the other board to me for the customer, so we don't have to ship it twice. So if I have both of them at the same time, I'll do curls with them. Yeah, right, have all the gym equipment you need. And you haven't even seen the gym equipment I have. That is enough in and of itself. You know, we do what we can on this channel. We do what we can. All right. Get yourself on board already. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited, man. I always have. I don't know, you guys keep me flush in really cool builds. All of my customers, all my viewers, thank you guys so much for always sending me your awesome boards to play around with and build and fall in love with and know exactly what I want to order. And again, a lot of the builds that I've either had or will have in the very recent future, or past and in the very near future, I guess are actually mine, right? What did I build of mine recently? I feel like I built something of mine really recently. I don't know. I was going to build JO1, of course. Whatever. Stuff. Speaking of Project Keyboard / Kepler, me getting an FC65. Man, I'm salty about this. Don't bring this up. No, I'm not getting an FC65. I'm not actually salty about it. No, I'm not. I'm, Oh, are there 5 left? Shit. Why are you saying this to me, man? Money. So here's the thing. I could swing it, but I would be going over my key budget / allowance for this month. Damn it. So tempted though. I want it so bad. I just really needed it to be like next month that I went on. Especially after jumping in on HBCP. Fuck. I don't know. This may change the equation. I've been trying not to pay attention in there for this reason. Especially after, because, man, I did a HBCP last month, plus I bought like an NVIDIA RTX 2080 Super. Damn it. And like the couple months leading up to that, I built my new computer, which was, pretty beast mode. Bored with lubing, gonna do QMK. Do it, man. Do it. Yeah, there definitely still aren't any open and available, barely advertised GB. Yeah, I don't know. I am really tempted, if I'm being honest, to jump in on it. It's a lot, but we'll see what happens. If at the end of the week there's still some up, I may have to like skip First Love or something and jump on FC65. I'm not gonna skip out on 9009 though, probably, for it, so, because I still haven't bought into those. That's an end of the month kind of thing for me. I don't know, man. It's definitely possible if there's still some available, but I'm not committing to it. Like I want, but I really want one. That being said, I won't miss out. I won't miss Chimera when that goes on. I need to figure out when that GB is gonna be running roughly, so that I'm ready for that one. Does anybody know when that GB is running? Is the actual date been announced for Chimera GB? I don't think it has. Well, those are very long screws. Crazy long screws. Bolts, I guess, technically, right? This diffuser is so pretty. And these weights. Well, those just stay right where they are. Do I know what size these are? And why are these... This is weird. Why are these top ones Hex and the bottom ones Phillips? That's awkward. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it one bit. Upas says yes to still late October, early November as of 2 days ago. Okay. I loved FC65 Proto, which was all aluminum that I saw. And I'm probably going to regret not getting it now. But I'm going to say that as of right now, I'm going to plan on jumping in on... I'm going to plan on jumping in on Chimera all the way. And I may have to skip FC65. Which is hard. I don't know, it's hard to say that for sure, but I may have to. I don't want to. I don't want to. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I may change my mind. But as of right now, that's my official answer. So normally I would do this whole process of like well, like anchor switching them in the corners and stuff, but look at where we are right now. This is a 10 keypad. Ow, almost put that pin through my finger. Didn't feel good. It hurt. Did not like. What's the difference between the Chimera and the Savage? What do you mean by what's the difference precisely? Other than that they're different. I mean, they're different boards, like. Chimera probably has more heads. Yes, TSC. That is almost certainly correct. Savage is connected and Chimera has like a disconnected arrow cluster. Yeah, okay, so sure. Savage only has the little right side blocker where Chimera fully disconnected. Yeah, like full up blocker setup. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I can miss out on Kepler FC65. There's still more. If there's still more at the end of the week, my whole view on this thing may drastically change, because I don't know how you guys do your keep allowance, but I take a little bit of money out of my paycheck and set it aside for keeps. And plus I have like customer build money, like what customers pay me for their builds. That's irritating. So yeah, so that's a thing. I would say that at the end of this week, I'll probably be in a better spot for doing that without raiding any other piggy banks. Without being a degenerate addict. At least a financially degenerate addict. Dracula, though. Dracula doesn't float my boat. It does a lot of people's, and I really, really hope that people get into it. Hope people get it and are happy with it. It's just not really my jam. All right. I don't really like multicolored legends, so that's my deal with it. It's wonderful otherwise, like when GMK, what's it called? When GMK Oblivion, the most recent round came up, I jumped in on monochrome because I want the all monochrome. Like, I like the colorway. I don't want the multicolors of the legends. Personally. Oh no, 737 degrees. What's going on with you? 740 degrees. Where do you guys solder at? Probably much lower than 740. If I'm guessing. If I had to guess, I would say, you know what I didn't do, but I am in fact going to do before we do this soldering, this soldering. Sorry guys, but I didn't test the PCB. Faux pas. I will be testing it. Switch hitter. Oh, please don't come on all bright, you crazy. Okay, so everything works except for this. Which, I mean, if I'm being real, this could be something completely different. It could be a function layer or something on this board. Okay, so 8 actuates, right? So we know that. If I hold this function, assuming this is a function layer thing, if I hold it down, I see nothing with it shorted. And nothing here happens, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, look. So that's changing colors. I don't know if you guys can tell. Okay, so that's a function layer. Good. That's what I thought. Wanted to make sure. You know, like you do. Should have done that before. Oh, DCS Altsuri. Jumping in. I really, really hope that Tonebreed decides to change his mind and make me a dang numbad. I want it so bad. Wait, 350-ish. Wait, what was the 350-ish? Okay, anyway. Can't remember looking at next month and realizing I can't spend anything on keeps this month. Dang. DCS Altsuri. Hugo Aski. Unsure. Way too many NIC. Still undecided on Iron 165, which will be cool. For caps, you like Dracula. Cafe. Cafe is awesome. What was my solder temp? So my solder temps, I don't necessarily recommend my solder temps to people because I roll real high temp. I also get a fairly large amount of experience soldering boards together. Let me turn this fan on. So I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to burn up a pad on a board, but I'm soldering at 740 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Whoa. Okay, yeah. I don't know what you guys solder at, but if I had to guess, I would say most of you are soldering at somewhere between 640 and 680. Yeah. When is Olivia rolling? Because that's a must buy for me too. Yeah, so I'm right. So between 640 and 680, right? I mean, that's most people's solder temp. It's not inherently dangerous to solder at a higher temp. But you just have to be aware that the higher temps are more likely to result in pad delamination if you're on there for even just a little bit too long. But I like 740 because sometimes customers will sometimes boards will be desoldered or resoldered or whatever, and will have had lead-free solder on them. And honestly, the higher temps that you generally want to work with on those, like, I just kind of learned to be consistently at this higher temp. I do my own boards this way. I resolder my own boards, not running into pad delamination issues or anything. It really comes down to your whole technique. But if I were gonna tell you guys a perfect temp to get started at, if you're kind of new and you're just getting started and you're just learning how to really get your stuff in order, 675 is not a bad place to be. Maybe even like 680. And there she is. So it looks like one of my first joints here needed just a little bit more solder on it. Anyway, okay. Always tin your tip. Gonna go cop some pizza. Yet. COP. I don't know what you could possibly be meaning by that, but all you've heard is Q4 2019. Yeah, so that's what I thought. Okay. And if we go back to switch hitter, oh, I left it up. Okay, and if we do this one that doesn't work, we get color changes. So all of our switches work. Trying to make sure we're in the right spot with this guy. I think we are. Yeah, okay. So how high does this set? Oh, it actually touches. Okay. So this will be this bottom one. Well, one of these. .5? Yeah, 1.5. Okay, Weeha. Get her done. I'm hoping that Olivia is out soon because, I mean, sooner in it? I don't know. Later in it. I'll go with later in it. I hope that it's out December. That'd be a good month for me. November wouldn't be bad though. November would probably be pretty good. Oof, those picks. Yeah, dude. I'm in. I'm so down. I mean, I am in. Actually, in on Rukia. Oh, that's one of the other things I got in on. We were talking about that earlier. What I'm in on. Or I was, right? That's one of them. Can't wait. Can't effing wait. What's going on here? Oh, okay. So I'll show you guys. I don't know if you caught that, but the actual side of the plate was creeped up on that side. So I loosened them all up, slid it over, and tightened them back down. Because before, the case wasn't closing all the way. There was like a gap right here, but not on, or on this side, but not on this side. No, on this side, but not this one. Anyway. This is 2. Okay, now do it. So actually, I've been using KeyBR, KEYBR.com, I think. Maybe it's .net. Anyway, a bunch lately. Well, the last few days, try and get a little faster here and there. And I haven't done any 10 fast fingers tests, so I don't know if it made me faster or not. Fate025, thank you for following, man. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the support. He posted on Insta about 5 hours ago about it. Comment says October. He responded saying he hasn't confirmed or denied a month yet. Are you talking about ship date for Rukia? J-Creps? Because the pictures I pulled off of the Discord channel for it. Oh, okay. Olivia. Oh, he said October. Okay, so early Q4. Anyway, let's try this real quick again. Make sure we still got it. So these don't look like indicators, they're just bright light. Wow, this one is really catching the camera better. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Clear. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Looks beautiful. And we're done. And that is that. At almost exactly 2 hours, though we kind of shot the shit, right? So I don't really know what you guys want me to do with this other than put some keycaps on it just to look at it. I would give you guys options. I would. However, I want to see GMK Eclipse on something. And it's a colorway that I think will work just fine. That or Moto is kind of what this is made for. And we'll do a little sound test. Test Rooney. This is of course not minus. Math blasters. Yeah, 10 fast fingers. There should be a 10 fast fingers for the numpad, shouldn't there? Like, how fast can you... I think this set will look pretty on this. I could pull out the accents though. Joking. I mean, I could, but I am joking that I would. Okay, well, let's kind of do this so you guys can. Okay. Okay, guys. I mean, it sounds, you know, quite Holy Panda-ish. Quite Holy Panda-ish. What? Is that a real thing? Oh my god. How did I not know about this? How did I not know about this? Okay. Alright, I guess this is... Oh my god, what is this nonsense? I don't even know how... This is crazy. What is this nonsense? Okay, okay. Okay, I'll do it. F it. Oh, I don't have a backspace. I guess that might not matter. I don't know. F it. Let's try it. I think panda housings are made out of palm, if I'm not mistaken. But let's, you know, let's try it. Is this real? Okay. That's better. I was like, what's going on? Where's the redo? Okay, we're gonna have to try this again. I was like, redo, redo, redo. Okay. Who made this test? I don't have backspace. Yeah, this is a wonky test. Did you make this? Did you make this, BBB? Did you make this to troll me? I'm like, I need a backspace, please. Please, Ken has backspace. Too many wires now. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what. Here we go. We're gonna do this. You go up there, stay up there, do something stupid. Oh God, it's so weird. Way. Or 6. Good Lord. Okay. Memed it. I don't even care, man. Whatever. So, words 1. Okay, so does that make me 9th place? Is that what that is? My score, 47. Average worldwide. I don't even know what that is. So average, apparently people are like mad faster than me. Like, but how many people are actually taking this, right? Wait. I don't even know. 0. Somebody just like copy pasted that whole thing in. Just like Control V. Thanks. Or put it in a macro and was like, boom. Yeah. So the hard part is actually with that, because it doesn't like break it into segments like whole words. I'm like trying continuously to find my place in the craziness that is the sea of numbers. Right? Like usually when I type numbers or whatever, when I'm like transcribing something, I read a number off of a page or whatever, like a whole concise packet of numbers, and then I'm like, blah, and then next one and so on. One giant string is awkward. Not used to it. Anyway, I did your meme test. I did it. Don't know what to tell you. Sea of numbers. Yep. So we're gonna get this off the screen because that's, you know, not like a thing that is useful for anyone who wants to watch this video. I like the red. Looks good. I like this thing. It's nice. So that's where we're at. Next week we might, I think we have the E6.5. So same customer, but E6.5, and can't remember what's going in there. 10 out of 10 meme. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. I meme the shit out of it. Steve never sounds like something from the Phantom Toll booth. Yeah. Yerp. Anyway. Thank you guys so much, seriously, for coming and hanging out, checking out my stream, being with me while I do some silly nonsense like memeing this thing to death. One more typing test? On what? What do you want a typing test on? What board do you want me to pull out and do a typing test on? Because we're not going to do a typing test on this one. We memed it once. Okay, I'll look at it, but I have to admit I'm probably not going to do it. That is more... It's definitely more reasonable. I don't know. Oof, num type test with HBCP. It's actually probably pretty hard because of the 1U0. I'm fairly used to it now, but I don't know. How many words are in that thing? Okay, not too many. All right. Weird. Lost XY control of my mouse. Go away. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, gotta hit enter. Got it. Oh my, copy pasting it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is pretty untenable. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, super subtle, like half my screen. And yet again, like half more of my screen. Okay. Jeez, guys. Alright, we're about to be done with this, but... I can't see the number underneath that. It like highlights it. Yeah, we're done with this. We're super done with this. Sorry, BBB. Can't do it. It was fun watching, but we will do a single typing test if somebody wants one. I don't know what you want the typing test on though. I could do it on this, but this is not my favorite. Not my favorite. Yeah, sorry, I don't have like ad blocker on my Firefox because I don't use Firefox or anything. If you really want something though, we'll do it. Okay. Oh my god. Bad. Well, I was kind of there at the end. So I really am not used to typing on this or the key feel. I'm so used to other keyboards with much heavier springs right now. And I'm sitting higher than I normally am. Or lower? No, my arms are higher than they normally are. Whatever. Either way, no excuses. I started getting there for a second, but I'm not going to go any... I'm not going to go crazy beyond this. I'm happy that you guys came. I'm happy that you watched. I'm happy that hopefully you guys all had fun or tried to have fun. Thank you guys. Seriously. Thanks for coming. Thanks for staying. Thanks for watching. If you came from Mechs on Deck, I'll be on there in 2 weeks, and I hope that I see you there. And thanks again for joining my stream, staying. All right, if anybody's got any questions or anything about upcoming builds or whatever, I'll gladly answer. What am I typing on? Oh, this right here? Wow, you think this sounds... Okay, so this board sounds hollow to me. Maybe the mic does it better justice than it deserves. I don't know. Here, let me... So these are Otemu Skies. This is KBD 75 V2 with Otemu Skies. This is one of my least desirable to me boards. It's just a beater that kind of fits on this desk well. I mean, I'm happy to see you here, Claygor. I just feel like you're seeing one of my one of my not great boards. I'm not saying I hate this board. I just I think the bang for buck is really good. I think I would never build this board with Otemu Skies in it again, ever. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't hate them. I actually think for the price they're spectacular. And then the tighter topped ones are better, but I wouldn't do them. This is EPBT 9009 round 3, maybe. It's not GMK. It is Cherry Profile though, so it's easy to mistake. So the same profile. GMK 9009 is running literally right now. You can go buy it at Dixie Mech. DixieMech.com? That sounds right. Whatever. I guess he's not my sponsor. So he's not my sponsor, so it's important to note that. But yeah, DixieMech.com. You can absolutely go get his 9009 set that's running now. I like totally different colors, but I like 8008 also. Yeah, anyway, so that's what this is. The GMK set would sound better even on this board. But yeah. I've like way more premium boards. What we built today was this. Percent booster. Anyway, if you guys I don't know, I feel like I should probably just put something more premium on my desk, and that's kind of why I'm bummed that I won't have probably won't be getting in on FC Kepler FC65, because it would fit really well on this desk. No, man, watch my VODs or hang out next time. I'll be here next Wednesday at 6:30, so my normal build time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I'm gonna be somebody posted for me. Did somebody post that my stream was going on? Oh man, if they did, that's awesome. Yeah, every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. I'm curious as to where you saw it, but you should send me that info because I'm definitely curious. But next week we're going to be doing an E6.5, the E65 keyboard, and then the following week I think we're going to be, well, the following week will be on Mexen Deck, but I may still do a build that week. It just won't be on Wednesday. I'll announce when I think it'll be next on next stream. Posted in Texas, MK Discord was a great guest. That's awesome, man. That's really awesome. Mex on Deck is freaking awesome. It bums me out that I have to watch their VODs to see the videos. I never get to participate in their chat or anything because I'm streaming at the same time as them. But as a cool result, they raid me pretty frequently, which is awesome because they're just cool dudes. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm happy that you found me, and I appreciate that you came. I'm a cool result. Oof. Okay. Thanks. As a cool result. Me. Hey, Heiny, man. Nice to see you. It's good to see you on here. Yeah, so next week, E65. This is what we did this week. Something easy peasy. Hopefully my J01 is able to be built sometime soon. That's what I want. I probably need to find somebody with a laser cutter. Like maybe I can hit up, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Playgore, thanks for following, man. I think I'm gonna try and hit up 159 and see if maybe he'll laser cut me a palm plate for J01. That would be the shit. So that I can get an ISO plate to go with my ISO, because I have an ISO spare PCB that I can build with. I have done some ortho builds, not for me. I personally can't stand ortho for my own typing, but I have built ortho builds for other people on stream. Yeah, it drives me nuts, man. I think the first ortho build I built for someone else, I got to going on it, and I got like 23 words per minute. It was trash. Oh yeah, oof. I'm happy that you do, and I'm sure you get used to it, but that was absolute and utter trash. Trash. Anyway, you can't go back. Well, that's a problem, right? Because most of the keyboards that you're going to encounter out in the world are that. So I hope you can go back sometimes at least. But to each their own, honestly. So Holy Pandas in this booster sounds good. As a 10 key, I'd do it. If I'm being honest, I don't remember what that 10 keypad cost. This is one that chills on my desk over there when I'm on my other rig, when I have a TKL out. Sometimes this will be plugged in and ready to roll. This is the KBD pad. It's clearly bigger. It's a little heavier. I guess we should weigh this, right? This does have weights in it. All premium-ish. I mean, it's premium as pads go. Let's see what it weighs. Boom, 14.2 ounces. What does the KBD pad weigh? 1 pound, 1.6 ounces. So it's a few ounces more. Anyway, I think I prefer something like this a little bit more. I like these extra 2 buttons. Mine are, I am gonna build the KBD Pad Mark II when I get it with my KBD 8X Mark II, and a couple other customers have some that they're gonna send me, and I can't recall if they have KBD Pads Mark IIs that are gonna come with them. So I'm excited about those. But I mean, this is compact, so if you wanted to pack this around, it'd be doable. Like you got a laptop or whatever, small laptop and you need a 10 key to do what you do, this would definitely get it done. I think there's actually a part that could have gone in here that I didn't place, which is this little rubber doodad. I think can go inside below these two lights to diffuse them a little bit. Pretty sure that's what that's for. But you can just pull the plate out and literally stick it in there. So no, you don't even need to pull the plate out. You just disassemble the case. Yeah. This is okay. It was worth it. It was fun. I don't know what they cost. I think they were maybe like 165, 185. That sounds right to me. Sounds right to me. In that ballpark, at least. The KBD 8X, or the KBD pad, round one, I think was like 80 or 75. Mark II, I don't know what it is, but it has a couple extra switches, and the blocker sizes are more, like this top part is more uniform with everything around it. But this is good, man. I'd do it. Thanks, Talisman. I appreciate it, man. Okay, well, thank you guys again for coming over, for hanging out, for watching my stream. Thanks for all the support. All of you who followed, all of you who cheered. Thank you guys a little bit more for supporting and making sure that everything goes well. All of my regular viewers and followers and subs and everything else. Thank you guys. Did I miss a sub today? Ooh, that would be bad. Talisman, thanks for cheering. 100 bits, man. 100 bits, man. Thank you so much. Trying to make sure I didn't. Oh, Flasian did. You resubbed with your Prime 2 hours ago. Because I see my latest sub thing. Thank you so much for your Prime sub. 5 months, man. That's awesome. Sorry for not recognizing that before. Hopefully you're in here and you see that. Good night, everybody. Thanks again for all of your time, all your support. And I hope to see you guys next week where we do any 65 build. All right. Later.